Hello Commanders, Pro-Tah-Zzio back with another video, and this time we're featuring a 2v2 battle in the Sandbox version, and I'll be playing with Xeonexis. We'll be playing the bottleneck map, and we'll be positioned in the middle. I don't really like this map, given that it's really hard to approach both bases. You would either have to go Avia or Navy. If you go ground units, then it's gonna be pretty difficult on your end. So we start off with the usual opening, barracks, supply centers, upgrade on the HQ, and a self-vehicle factory. We're trying to get naval shipyard as soon as possible so that we'll be able to collect those naval containers as well. Looks like he was able to get most of the containers on the upper left hand portion, and he'll be proceeding to scout the enemy blue player's base with his riflemen. And as you can see here on the right side, I was able to put down a shipyard and get that big container to my pocket. He's gonna get Xeonexis here on the left side. He's gonna get those containers. I'm gonna do the same here on the right side. Delta approaching his naval base, but won't be able to do anything. Was able to put in a scout in here as well and see that the enemy is on HQ3, trying to build up as fast as possible as well. And basically what I'm doing is I'm getting a Wasp out and upgrading that shipyard so that I'll have access to barracudas. Cerberus here, wandering in our base, trying to get some lovin'. Wasp gives him that, but it hurts so much that he has to go away. So Cerberus escapes and finds that coyote on the upper right hand portion of the map and reciprocates the same love that the Wasp gave him and destroys the coyote. My Wasp here is trying to escape that Seraphim, but the firepower is just too hot and falls down from it. So as you can see, I'm also putting down some mines on areas where he'll be able to put down naval shipyards so that when they spawn, they go boom. So Xeonexis here puts another construction yard in front of his base so that he'll be able to drop another naval platform a bit ahead from his base, giving him a bit of leverage when the naval units of the blue player approaches. So I'll be able to collect that big container with those barracudas, and whilst they're trying to destroy that naval shipyard, and enemy blue player approaches with Vikings and Poseidons, destroys an Xeonexis naval platform, and Wasp here comes back to do the work on that naval shipyard. Cerberus comes out and invites Wasp to an exchange, but Wasp doesn't like that and backs away, continues to work on that shipyard. And as we can see here, Xeonexis Wasp was able to drop the corrosive acid skill on those Poseidons, and those dragonflies are shooting missiles and their machine guns on that Poseidon, which causes them to back away. Dragonflies also back away because of that Seraphim, and both armies are recalled. So you can see here, Xeonexis opts to upgrade his shipyard. Will we be seeing alligators or will we be seeing barracudas? And he was also able to get Leviathan out, so that's gonna add up to the firepower of the current units that we have. And as we can see, I'm already positioning those barracudas to launch those missiles from below. I also put up a gun tower and a couple of Jaguars to cover the approach of my base on the southern side, and I also upgraded that special vehicle factory to level 2 to get magnets to cover the northern side. So Seraphim here trying to be annoying on those dragonflies, but will be pushed away. So I already have a Leviathan out as well. That's gonna be assisted with dragonflies, and barracudas are raining missiles on those Confederation buildings. As soon as I spot that Solaris charging that laser beam, those barracudas immediately sunk underwater, avoiding the deadly laser. So Wasp here trying to take advantage of being on the air and the Solaris having no anti-air. Look at that Solaris. Seraphim here trying to attack those Jaguars, but realizes that he has to help his Solaris. So what he does is he brings the Solaris to the Wasp. Fortunately, the passive ability of the Seraphim is already on cooldown, causing his DPS to go down as well. Wasp missing that corrosive acid on that Solaris, and the Leviathan takes care of the rest. Hawks trying to do more damage on both Confederation heroes, and as you can see, they're not being heroic right now, they're running away. So Xeonexis here is rallying his dragonflies to the southern area of the map so that he'll be able to cheese the enemy blue player by sneaking around those anti-air defenses of the Poseidons. So Barracuda still goes for those missiles, as we can see Leviathan launching that devastation skill that's gonna hit spot on in the middle of those buildings, as well as those Confederation units. Seraphim dies to the missiles or the anti-air of the Leviathan and the cannons. So Xeonexis here just waiting for his Leviathan to join the group of these dragonflies in order to attack the blue player's base. And as you can see, my Leviathan is also doing the same thing, or rather starting to wreak havoc on the green player's base. Those dragonflies are not really rallying properly, so they are being hit by the Poseidon's anti-air. As we can see, Xeonexis started his approach on the blue player's base with a ton of dragonflies and immediately focus fires on those anti-airs. So you can see here, blue player does his best to defend his base by pulling his units near the shore, just right in range of those barracudas, but the barracudas are gonna move away and gonna start firing at them with the missiles. So enemy player still produces Poseidon to help in defending against those dragonflies, but the sheer number is just overwhelming. Leviathan here attacking that Poseidon as well as that shipyard at the same time with the triple cannon. As we can see, Solaris here is so useless, he just sits there and takes or accepts his death from the dragonflies. Cerberus here tries to help him out, but will be sharing the same fate in a bit. Xeonexis Leviathan is wreaking havoc, my Leviathan's wreaking havoc, my dragonflies are wreaking havoc, Xeonexis dragonflies are wreaking havoc. And as you can see, another devastation skill from my Leviathan, right in the middle of those green Confederation buildings. What a sight! So, those barracudas, the safety of the distance, still fires those missiles away at those at the remnants of the green player's base. And Xeonexis here is also doing the same, leading up the blue player's base. And as you can see, I'm typing in the in-game chat, GG, no challenge. So I also went ahead and produced 8 Hawks as an insurance policy in case there will be Vikings or there will be any other units that needs to be dealt with. So proceed to the cleanup. Barracudas, Hawks, Leviathan, and Dragonflies, destroying everything in their path or at the reach of their weaponries. Looks like Xeonexis is also doing the same. The destroying everything that's in his path. And as you can see in the in-game chat, I was asking, is it not an expectation that we were going air and navy? Exactly. Because in this map, going ground is not really viable, given that it's very difficult to approach the bases. Wherever your position, it's very difficult. If I was the Confederation player, I would have opted for Vertex Cyclones or spammed Poseidons, just like what the blue player did. But he just didn't have too many to be overwhelming, and instead, his Poseidons were the ones that got overwhelmed by the dragonflies. So I'm helping Xeonexis here clean up the enemy units, but we accidentally destroy that last remaining building, causing a victory. And as you can see, victory for Xeonexis and Pro-Tah-Zzioh. Congratulations on reaching the end of my video. I hope you liked the video. So if you did, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell icon to get notifications whenever I upload Art of War videos. Thanks again, Commanders, and good luck on the battlefield.